People would have laughed at you if you had told them a decade ago that the chief brand officer for Doodles is Pharrell Williams. The internet has made it easier than ever to know just about anything you want. So with all this content and information available, how did you know which ones to learn from and which ones actually work? Luckily for you, Nugget Lover, in today's video, we will be talking about the chief brand officer, none other than the happiest Pharrell Williams. Remember that while the first step is completing any of these amazing information, the second and possibly more important step is taking action, even if it's imperfect action. People are still investing in the metaverse despite the NFT market's severe crash last month, and Pharrell Williams is the most recent figure to make headlines in the sector. The renowned producer will take on the role of Chief Brand Officer, according to an announcement made on Tuesday of June 21 by Web3 NFT media and entertainment brand Doodles. A large group of Doodle owners gathered at NFT New York City to hear the announcement from the leaders of the Blue Chip Collection. Doodles, a well-known non-fungible token or NFT project, is moving forward by appointing Pharrell Williams as its chief brand officer. At a private Doodle holder event during NFT.NYC, the project's new CEO Julianne Holgin, who joined from Billboard in May, made the announcement while playing a video of Williams speaking on the Palladium Theater's big screen in front of a crowded audience. Williams declared in the video, "I'm a big fan of the brand. We're going to grow Doodles outward from the core community and take it to new heights, new levels." Williams will collaborate with Columbia Records to release Doodles Records Volume 1, an album with NFT influences. More Doodles in Doodles 2. Along with Doodles 2, a more approachable version of the collection that will be built on a non-Ethereum chain, Holgin later announced that the project had raised a funding round led by Alexis Ohanian's VC firm. The pastel-colored hype train persisted throughout the entire night. The first NFT rally for Doodles took place at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas last March, where the project set up a warehouse installation and merch store. This event was the second NFT rally to take place in person. The announcement may be a sign of how blue chip projects will approach the NFT bear market, relying on fresh revenue sources and well-known personalities to boost sentiment. This week, CryptoPunks, a well-known NFT project, also made a notable hire by luring Noah Davis away from Christie's to serve as the collection's brand lead. As a result of the news, the floor price for a Doodle has increased slightly, with the least expensive editions now costing 14.5 ETH, roughly $17,000. Following her appointment as partner and CEO of the Vancouver-based Doodle 2 months ago, Julianne Holgin has appointed renowned music producer Pharrell Williams to the position of Chief Brand Officer. Over the course of Billboard's transformation from a purely B2B trade publication to a consumer-facing music brand for fans, Holgin has led strategic growth and innovation efforts. His transition to Doodle ushered in an exciting new era for NFTs, and Holgin was given the responsibility of overseeing the most well-known Web3 media brand globally. Doodle NFT is a community-driven collectible NFT project that features 10,000 distinctive characters made up of more than 100 exciting features such as faces, hair, hats, bodies, and backgrounds that live on the Ethereum blockchain. Ivan Kesto and Jordan Castro, former employees of Dapper Labs, along with the well-known artist Burnt Toast, founded Doodles. Each Doodle created by Burnt Toast aims to make people happy, and it succeeds. The primary color scheme of this project is made up of vibrant pastel hues, with each character being unique from the last. Holding Doodle enables you to participate in the management of the Doodle community treasury, arguably one of the strongest communities in the NFT space. In addition to the Pharrell Williams announcement, Holgin said that Doodles 2, a more user-friendly version of the collection to be built on a non-Ethereum chain, was raised in a funding round led by Alexis Ohanian's venture capital firm. By investing all in with Doodle, Pharrell Williams has increased his presence in the NFT sector. The NFT project announced the artist and music producer on Wednesday at an event in conjunction with the NFT NYC conference as the company's primary brand ambassador and board member. In a pre-recorded video message at the occasion, Williams said, "I am here to announce that I will be joining Doodle as a member of the board and chief brand officer. I was instantly completely drawn in when the Doodles team presented their vision for the company. The collection's approach to music, programs, artwork, consumer goods, and animation will be determined by Williams. In collaboration with Columbia Records and other well-known musicians, he will also produce the Doodles Record Volume 1 music album, which will be inspired by Doodles." Williams claimed to have long admired the Doodle brand from a distance and that he was beyond excited to work on the project with it. The team will build out of the core community and bring Doodle to new heights and new levels, he said, adding that this partnership is going to fuel incredible innovation in media and entertainment. 10,000 generative NFTs called Doodles include a variety of brightly colored line-drawn characters, such as cats, aliens, apes, and skeletons. When it was first introduced in October 2021, the project quickly rose to the status of blue chip, ranking among the most valuable collections in the profile picture NFT market. Evan Kest and Jordan Castro, who worked with Scott Martin, better known by his online alias Burnt Toast, to launch the first blockchain-based game CryptoKitties in 2017, are the project's co-founders and leaders. Doodle also revealed that it had raised an undisclosed sum in its initial funding round, which was overseen by renowned venture capital firm 776, in addition to the Williams partnership news. Alexis Ohanian, co-founder of Reddit and 776, commented on the escalation in a pre-recorded video posted on Twitter. He praised the Doodle team for what the project has accomplished so far. "The man was remarkable," commented on why his company chose to invest in Doodle, citing his initial purchase of several Doodle avatars that resemble his daughter at the project's inception. He declared, "What are they going to do in the next few years is something we just can't pass up." On today's news, the Doodle collection minimum price increased by about 9.8%, rising from 12.95 ETH to 15.75 ETH before declining a little. The most valuable NFT collectible, Board App Yacht Club, was surpassed by Doodle to become the most traded collection in the previous 24 hours, according to Flips.finance data, with a daily trading volume of 1,834 ETH. Indulging in the metaverse is not new for Pharrell. In May, he announced the launch of his own gallery of digital assets, or GODA, NFT project, which he characterized as a safe space for traditional artists who have done really well to have a place where they can transition into the digital world at a conference. The Doodles NFT Collection, which was born from a world of vivid pastel rainbows, contains 10,000 works by illustrator Burnt Toast, also known as Scott Martin, that are suitable for profile pictures. Although Martin has produced artwork and illustrations for businesses, including Google, Snapchat, WhatsApp, and more, Doodles is the first NFT project for which he has done so. Two former Dapper Labs workers who worked on the CryptoKitties project, Evan Kest, specializing in branding, and Jordan Castro, joined him to complete the Doodles founding team known as Poopy. The Doodles, which had an exclusive pre-sale and were each priced at 0.123 Ethereum, quickly sold out on October 17. Gas on the Ethereum network quickly increased to over 1 ETH per mint when the public mint went live due to a high level of interest within the NFT community, primarily because of the aesthetics of the art and the backgrounds of the founders. Building the Doodles community. Weeks before the public mint, before the drop, Doodles invited NFT collectors to join their Discord, which gradually and organically grew their community. The Discord server was closed to the general public more than a week before the mint date. But the team gave anyone who was in it the chance to mint 5 Doodles during a private sale. The concept of a closed community pre-mint was an original way to launch a project. This was done to prevent a wave of profit-seeking traders from seizing control of the pre-sale as the excitement grew by establishing an early community of people who were interested in and committed to the project. Pre-sale for the Doodles. Some public minters objected to the 5-mint limit that pre-sale members were permitted to purchase, which caused some backlash among those who learned about the project after it had already begun. There were complaints that the numbers should have been lower or that it should have been done differently. The double-edged sword of intriguing new NFT projects, however, always manages to irritate some NFT collectors. Doodles are unmistakably about likable art and the innocent wonder it can arouse. It's also providing us with a fresh approach to community building through NFT initiatives, with a team that is skilled at what they do because of their background in the NFT industry. With an animator soon to be on board, it is possible that the world of rainbows will someday receive airdrops, companions, or other additions. But for the time being, it's all about being a doodle and showing your fellow collectors how much you love this distinctive brand. You might want to look at Doodles NFT if you enjoy oddball doodle art and want to experiment with cryptocurrencies. It ranks among the most popular and widely regarded NFT projects to have appeared in the metaverse, along with Party Bear NFT and Invisible Friends NFT. Investors and cryptocurrency analysts closely monitor the project after a successful sale in the third quarter of 2021 as it dazzles its community with a promising second release this February 2022, along with exciting member-exclusive features. We now examine the project in more detail and let you know if Doodles is worthwhile of your time. For more information, keep listening. A collection of 10,000 PFP NFTs is called Doodles. These tokens are made up of hundreds of exciting visual characteristics that head designer Scott Martin created individually, aka Burnt Toast. The Ethereum blockchain has been regularly used to trade it since its launch in late 2021. The NFT is community-driven and enables users to work with creators to build the ecosystem. The Doodles metaverse is constantly growing as more recent features and activities are being planned to enhance a token owner's overall experience. In February 2022, a brand new activity called Space Doodles debuted. For more information, visit their official Discord server. Roadmap for Doodles NFT. On Sunday, October 17, 2021, the public sale was successfully launched. Since then, the community has been anxiously awaiting the amazing benefits and advantages that owning a Doodles NFT would bring to each owner. The NFT was developed by Doodles LLC to be community-driven, meaning that all decisions are made by its users through the Doodle Bank. The community members can vote on how they want the NFT ecosystem to develop, even though no clear roadmap has been found. However, just like Cool Cat's NFT, it is to be expected that Doodles NFT will host exclusive community events, newer collection releases, and artist or brand collaborations. Doodles useful. In addition to each token digital artwork's vibrant and detailed animation, owning a Doodle entitles its owners to a stake in the Doodles community treasury. The ecosystem takes pride in being driven by the local community because they can influence how the ecosystem and the tokens are developed. Holders are therefore regarded as stakeholders. As a Doodles NFT token owner, you may also be eligible for special member-only events, meetups, and promotions. Every event, feature or community-led activity is decided by voting, in which all token holders may take part. The Doodle Creators. Doodles LLC, which is made up of 3 experts in blockchain games and digital content creation, founded and created Doodles NFT. These individuals have previously worked for well-known companies like WhatsApp, Google, and Snapchat. Additionally, they collaborated closely on CryptoKitties for Dapper Labs. In October 2021, they successfully introduced the NFT Collection thanks to their expertise. Leading the animation and graphic design for the tokens is Canadian artist Scott Martin, also known as Burnt Toast. Jordan Castro, aka Poopy, on the other hand, previously served as the team leader for CryptoKitties project at Dapper Labs. Evan Keast, also known as Tulip, who has worked with CryptoKitties and Kabam Games, is the third person in the trio Netmarble. Mint Doodles NFT when? 10,000 of these NFTs have already been issued by Scott Martin, aka Burnt Toast, and are now accessible on secondary trading platforms. There are more than 6,000 different people who have minted Doodles NFT. Each token's current floor price is 13.8 ETH, which is equal to $44,799 US. To purchase and mint your Doodle, you would require a digital wallet such as MetaMask. Where can I find Doodles? Doodles NFTs can currently be purchased formally on 3 different platforms and in the secondary market. One of the biggest online retailers, called OpenSea, is where you could get it first. At Nifty Gateway, you can also place a bid and exchange your Doodle tokens. Finally, LooksRare is where you can purchase them. Thoughts from blockchain. The NFT has a very bright future, as evidenced by the impressive trading volume, currently at $1.1 million, and the astounding number of token holders. Consider the possibility that you already own this digital asset in your portfolio. In that case, it would be best to maintain the current price because the highly anticipated collection that will launch later this month may cause it to increase even further. Doodles, which debuted on October 17, 2021, has rapidly expanded to rank among the most well-known and cherished NFT initiatives ever. The collection of 10,000 generative NFTs, which started out small, has started to grow far beyond the blockchain into a Web3 entertainment company. The development and successes attained by the Doodles project's founders, Evan Keast, Scott Martin, and Jordan Castro, have been astounding given the project's youth. The company has brought on a variety of talent to the team, including none other than Pharrell Williams as Chief Brand Officer and former president of Billboard Julianne Holgin as CEO, from live immersive events to unique innovative project development. The collective NFT community has been speculating about what the future may hold for Doodles with the release of the collection's second edition, Doodles 2, as well as a long list of other initiatives. So we spoke with Doodles co-founder Keast to learn more about what to anticipate from the company over the next few months and years. What has Doodles changed? The Doodle ecosystem has undergone subtle but significant changes. The Doodles team was very upfront from the beginning about their primary goal of empowering their community, and this ethos has remained a key component of the ecosystem. In an interview with NFT Now, they said that to have hundreds of thousands of people enjoying your brand all over the world is definitely something that, you can say you'd expect, but it's humbling in and of itself. The core experience will always be community-based and Web3-based. However, that doesn't stop them from producing things like an animated series, a film, or a video game. Doodle owners or Doodlers have had the option to participate directly in the project's decisions by casting votes on community proposals ever since the project's inception. While proposals aren't as common now as they were in the early stages of the project, initiatives such as the ones Keast mentioned have grown significantly more important to the future and overall success of Doodles as a brand. Similar to how the project's popularity has increased the scope of what the Doodles team is attempting to accomplish, despite the fact that the project's creators have always kept their viewfinder of the horizon. In order to secure an initial treasury of 420F to be stored in the community Doodle Bank, the Doodles team originally decided on a mint price of 0.123F, with the Doodle Bank deducting a 5% fee from the top of all secondary sales made on the platform. The project has now generated a sales volume of nearly 140,000 F on OpenSea alone. This has successfully ensured that the Doodles team has earned back many times over their initial treasury holding, which was worth over $1.5 million at the time. This funding is encouraging for Doodles' multifaceted brand building strategy. It's become clear that Cheif and company are aiming for longevity in ways that at times feel similar to Bored Apes and Yuga Labs, even though they initially started the project as a straightforward PFP collection with the addition of aforementioned music veterans Holgin and Williams. And it is for these reasons that Doodles is making efforts to establish itself as a full-fledged Web3 entertainment business. With top-tier partners, we're going to try to develop Web3 solutions concurrently, said Cheif. As a result, if we decide to take on e-commerce, we won't do it all by ourselves. Rather, we'll work alongside Shopify. Even though we are working on all of these things, I believe that our primary line of business is as a Web3 entertainment brand. What will Doodles do next? Starting NFT projects now frequently use a lengthy and impressive roadmap to entice potential collectors. Setting up a framework for projects' activities is certainly fine and good, but it seems like a lot of projects either continuously push back the deadlines for their deliverables or never accomplish what they were intended to. It seems that almost all of the project's endeavors with Doodles have their end in sight. The Doodles founders' actions speak louder than any words on a roadmap could have by encouraging Doodlers to participate in decision-making. The activation of Doodles at NFT.NYC was perhaps one of the best instances of this. According to Cheif, the Genesis Factory was a success because it gave him and his team the chance to show their fan base what they've been up to, and it allowed the Doodler community to interact beyond the usual drunken, loud back and forth. We want our product cycles and IRL activations to line up. We don't want to just show up and throw parties everywhere, Cheif tells NFT Now. We want everything to be integrated into one experience, which is ultimately to collect a doodle. Therefore, whenever we arrive, there ought to be a product to work with, which would either be showcasing new technology or commemorating a significant development on our roadmap. Every time we visit, we want to offer new experiences to the public. The Doodles Genesis Factory served as a venue for the announcement of numerous upcoming Doodle projects, including Doodles' first fundraise, Doodles 2, Doodles Records, and more, as if to perfectly exemplify Kess's desire to show up and show out. Let's dissect these declarations. Doodles raises money. First and foremost, the Doodles team used the Genesis Factory launch to make the announcement that the first round of funding for Doodles would be led by 776 Management, a venture capital firm founded by Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. The amount of funding was not disclosed, but the partnership seemed strong by nature, given that it was also revealed that Caitlin Holloway, a co-founder of 776, would be joining the Doodles board of directors. Doodles 2. The most significant news from the Genesis Factory may be the release of Doodles 2. Doodles 2 is a further step in bringing more fans into the Doodles ecosystem, much like how companion projects like Mutant Apes, Cool Pets, and others have assisted popular projects in capitalizing on demand and growing their collector base. The Genesis Doodles collection was hosted on Ethereum, but Doodles 2 will probably exist on a completely different blockchain. The Doodles team and Cheif hope that this decision, which is still being made in its entirety, will help the project's widespread adoption. We're thinking about Layer 2 or another option. It is not unchangeable. All we want is for it to be as available as possible. So we're thinking about where to deploy it, Cheif said. All of our prior encounters took place on Ethereum, and well, that's where the neighborhood is right now. Therefore, we'll keep creating those experiences on Ethereum. The upcoming collection, which is being marketed as a doodle for everyone, will enable new collectors to mint a base-level doodle, select universal features like skin tone and hair color, and then customize your doodle with wearables that come in various rarity tiers. The developers of Doodles 2 claim that their NFTs are dynamic, allowing users to change their appearance whenever they want, choose between a full body or PFP perspective, and unlock an animated version of their NFT with original music. The Genesis box is also utilized in Doodles 2. This NFT box, which was unveiled at the Genesis factory, contains first-run wearables that will launch the Doodles 2 wearables market. On June 29, 2022, a complete set of boxes containing 24,000 NFTs are made available through a novel new auction format Doodles is calling a bucket auction. More details here. Records by Doodles. At the Genesis factory, another brand new division of Doodles was unveiled. Little is known about the fictitious record label Doodles Records, but it has been announced that Doodles Records Volume 1 will feature original music produced by Pharrell, hand-drawn album art by lead Doodles artist Scott Martin, and limited edition wearables for Doodles 2. Owners of Doodles 2 will be able to layer the first volume's music into their new animated NFTs thanks to a partnership with Columbia Records. Duplicator. One of the most mysterious elements of the Doodles ecosystem, the Duplicator, was unveiled at the Genesis factory as an NFT with perpetual utility beyond Doodles 2, according to the Doodles Twitter account. According to Cheif, these NFTs are a sort of dealer's choice when it comes to interacting with the larger Doodles ecosystem. They are dubbed a super-powered device that will enable collectors to bring the rarest original doodle traits into Doodles 2. Basically, the Duplicator will let you import original doodle characteristics into Doodles 2. However, it will have additional applications throughout the entire Doodles ecosystem, according to Cheif, who speaks to NFT Now. In order to kind of like loan out or like lease out their traits at a price that they set, OG Doodle owners will be able to barter with people who have duplicators. Jordan and I learned how to build a sustainable economy from CryptoKitties. That is all I can say at this time about the Duplicator. Doodles are intended to burn slowly. Beyond the standard hype cycle of price increases and famous people joining the Doodler community, Doodles has a history of sort of abandoning their community. This hasn't necessarily been a bad thing though, as it appears that Cheif and the rest of the Doodles team are more than happy to keep quiet until they have something to say, unlike the larger NFT community, which has grown accustomed to bi-weekly teasers and announcements. Cheif claims that it's challenging for him to categorize the Doodles project. When the time is right, he plans to continue steadily showcasing what his team is building because he feels that Doodles is in its own lane, steadily moving towards both the short and long-term goals on the Doodles roadmap. And perhaps the lax attitude among the Doodles team members can be directly attributed to this work ethic. We aim to provide the most user-friendly first NFT experience, Cheif stated. We genuinely want to be the best consumer NFT product that people can acquire. For the second half of 2022, we'll just keep delivering, and things will start to come into focus over the course of the year. But we're just eager to keep showcasing, and we want people to have new experiences that make them realize that maybe NFTs are cooler than they initially thought. That's it for this video, Nugget Lover. Remember to subscribe to our channel And if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!